Autism. And welcome to the Guy Weapon Guy YouTube channel.
Guy Weapons Heavy has exposed you again. You were confirmed as enjoying Ariel the Mermaid at the age of 38, while she was 16.
I've not watched The Little Mermaid in many years.
Mermaid nonce.
You have just either misunderstood a joke or misheard.
The claim of having not seen it for many years can be easily disproven, but before we do, I just wanted to point out that I predicted the old man would try to pull something like this the day before this stream. Clockwork is less predictable than the old man at this point. As you can see, I was bang on the money, which I was anyway and all that. However, let's replay the original clip of the old man being Mermaid Diddy, and we'll go from there.
Making me sound like a mental, like I'm on some kind of frenzied, Christ-defying mermaid porn. I've got my own copy of Splash, you idiot. Well, you're simple or something, and the Little Mermaid. And no, it's not noncy before you start. She's a grown woman, she had tits. And she was trying to top off with the prince. She was a woman. Don't need to go hunting like a crazed person for mermaid porn.
Doesn't sound to me like something you haven't seen in many years. Seems pretty redundant to keep something to bash your bread into if you haven't seen it for such a long time, and if you haven't seen it in many years, and assuming it was actually that long ago that you would have been an appropriate age, why do you go on a tangent about it not being noncy if the last time you saw it, and apparently didn't bash your bread into it, it was at an appropriate age? Just ignoring that this footage actively disproves what you've just said, why are you clarifying it not being noncy in the first place if there was never anything that could be deemed as mermaid noncy to begin with? My previous video disproves all the excuses the old man gives here, which is only 5 or so years ago, by the way, not what I'd call many years. So if you haven't seen it or need a reminder, I'll try and add one of those channel card things that should appear somewhere about now. Let's move on to the old man's next claim.
You've just either misunderstood a joke.
Well, I suppose it could have been a joke, certainly didn't seem to be one, and seeing as you've never made that type of joke on any YouTube video or Twitch stream you've made before or after this video, and seeing as it'd historically completely go against a key character trait of you being anti-nonce by making a joke that makes you out to be a mermaid diddler, I'd say this type of joke is almost as out of character as you telling the truth, and almost as improbable. But what do you think? Was it a joke? An exceptionally out of character joke that he only said one time, yet the old man seems to have no memory of it at all. So he's either pretending not to remember that he told it, but to what end would that serve and what reason could he have? Or, he genuinely doesn't remember a joke that he made that was designed to be extremely out of character that he only told as a one-time special? Seems like a lot of improbable things need to be true to make what he said actually being a joke possible. Nonce.
Or misheard.
You've heard what he said, played in full, because to me it sounds like he's saying that he doesn't need to find mermaid porn because he has a copy of The Little Mermaid, and that it isn't noncy because she's a grown woman. She isn't, neither canonically nor does she act like it, so what could possibly be misheard? It seems quite clear to me that he actually doesn't know what is being referred to, because he didn't put much thought into it, because it wasn't an elaborate joke and was instead a fairly casual bit of conversation. So he throws out a bunch of nonsense at the wall to see what sticks, nonsense that makes no sense at all once you've actually seen the original video.
All you do is lie, lie, lie.